I don't give a shit if it sounds trite or overused or what. First they came for the Jews, and I said nothing because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the communists, and I said nothing because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the gays, and I said nothing because I was not gay. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. Most of you, I hope, are at least in part familiar with the Rutgers University student who killed himself because his roommate outed him as gay by recording him on webcam, live streaming onto the internet, he having sex with another man. If not, link in the blowjob bar. His roommate that did the online streaming is going up on trial now for counts including hate crime. You know, a lot of people in the comments section of the news story, they don't seem to see how this is a big deal. That a gay guy was harassed until he killed himself. Not the guy's fault the other guy killed himself or anything, right? You know, I like to think that when it comes to suicide, people are responsible for their own decisions. That's my general take on things. So I can definitely see where those people are coming from. But to flip that on its head, I'm curious, what are these people going to think if they were the ones who had to endure that treatment? Well, the victim was gay, and that somehow makes it different? It's almost like people are assuming that it's not as big of a deal because the guy's gay or something. It's kind of like that whole double standard of how guys, they can't be raped, and not only that they can't be raped, but that even if they are, that they can't be emotionally scarred by it because apparently men are just stoic, crafted out of marble, other bullshit. I don't know what kind of constipation goes through the shit canals of these people's brains. What passes for a brain. Which brings me back to the beginning of this video. If you refuse to stand up for anyone who isn't like you, eventually there really will be no one left to stand up and protest against wrongdoing. Except you. And by then, who are you? At that point, you're just another person who's wrong. You will never find a better protector than those who have already been themselves cast aside and marginalized. They are the ones who will fight hardest against a new form of injustice because they specifically have experience with it. And in this case, because the victim was gay or for whatever bullshit rationalization someone can come up with, no one is addressing the core issue. Unknowingly recording another person having sex is illegal. Period. This was a violation of a person's privacy, and he was shamed. Shame was forced on this victim, and he ended up killing himself because of that. I can understand if you don't care. I can understand because I too hold to the general position that suicide is the responsibility of the person who does it. But at the same time, I do think that this kind of event merits a serious response. How serious? I don't know. I'm not comfortable making a judgment on that. But I don't think that it is reasonable to simply brush this kind of thing aside and act as if it's not important. But maybe that's just me. Long days and pleasant nights.